My favorite gear company has done it again, Peak Design, and this year's travel line. This multi-part series is going to do a deep dive into the product, the 45-liter backpack, the various cubes and pouches, to see whether it's worth it. As a photographer, as a traveler, does it meet your needs? Does it meet my needs? This is my honest review of the travel line, so let's jump in.
Come on, let's go.
In part 2, we compare the 30-liter everyday backpack with the 45-liter travel backpack. And now we have the 30-liter everyday backpack, one of my favorites. What differentiates the 30-liter from the 20-liter is that this is just way bigger. It carries a lot more stuff, and prime examples of me using this is that I've taken it on basically week-long trips, multi-week trips. I went to Europe for 2 weeks with this backpack and a suitcase, but this carried pretty much all of my technical gear with me. And so pretty much any sort of long distance, multi-day trip that I go on for work or for pleasure as well, this is what's gonna carry all of my stuff. So how does that look like for this? So this is a persona of, let's say, somebody going on, a week-long trip. I still got a suitcase, so I'm not worrying about clothes at this point, but I care about all of my tech, all of my camera stuff, my drone, laptop, all of those type of things. So how do I pack this guy? And honestly, this works very similar to the 20-liter, except it's scaled up, so I can bring more than I did with the 20-liter. So maybe first start off with how I have my divider set. You'll notice that it's a little bit different from my 20-liter. I moved the one that by default starts down here, and I created another divider up here, so I get 1, 2, 3 slots, and then I got the space up here, as opposed to before it was just, I believe it was 1, 2, and then open slot. So I get 1, 2, 3, open slot, and that helps a lot because I can easily put my drone here. Actually, what I do is I think I put my drone here. I'm going to put my camera here, so same slot, and I'm gonna open up this side and put the 12 to 40 lens. On the bottom side, I can easily put the big lens at the bottom, no problem. Now, stuff like this, I might not have space, so I'll have to put it up here at the top. And what else do I got? I got extra batteries. This is an extra Mavic Pro battery, so I could put that in there. And batteries, extra batteries for the camera. I got lots of slots in the 30-liter to be able to do that. So I usually have my batteries out here. I might use my field pouch for a trip like this, but if I don't have to bring that much gear, I might not. But let's say field pouch, memory card, that'll go in here. And field pouch also gets thrown in at the top. So the top compartment is really everything else. But I love how, and if I close this side up, I love how the backpack just has everything very organized. I got my main camera, got big lens, Mavic Pro, accessories, and things. And of course, everything else goes in there as well. I don't need to show you this, but laptop's gonna go up here. I got this compartment for things like lens pen and business cards. The capture clip's gonna be loaded on. That's pretty simple. And that's pretty much it. This guy gets pretty heavy because of all the gear that I carry. I'm not even showing the microphone and lav that I bring with me as well, but those would fit in as well. And if it's fully loaded, I got full tripod here, carbon fiber, and I got this guy here, which is the Gorilla Pod. And this is what it all looks like. It's a behemoth. And what I've noticed in wearing this is that it's very wide. This backpack is designed to be wide, which works out really well because I can stuff a lot of things in there, and you got pockets on both sides of that butterfly flap, but it looks huge. It looks huge on me. And sometimes I won't have this because it looks a little too crazy, and I put it in my suitcase instead. So this is like how I travel. When I'm on the road, for vlogging, for blogging, all my travel stuff, I might put a jacket here at the top if I want to. But yeah, there's still some space for more. Passport holder, that could go in here, but all my documents I'll put up at the top as well. So it just keeps stacking, and yeah, it gets really heavy. So that's how you do that. Now, a question I know you're gonna have is around the tech pouch. So let me show you that. So I'm gonna take the drone out. So tech pouch is here. So if it fits the 20 liter, it's definitely gonna fit the 30 liter. And so one of these slots, and I'll flip this around. One of these slots is perfect for the tech pouch. Boom. Tech pouch is inside in place of the Mavic Pro. I could probably kind of shuffle some things around. Maybe I don't need the big lens, and I'll put the Mavic Pro down here instead. So that's how I keep everything nice and organized. So by using the tech pouch, I can possibly eliminate the need for the field pouch, which would be nice, because I don't want to have to bring all these organizers with me, but if I have to, I will. But this is a look into what my 30 liter world looks like. Now, another configuration that I can think of for the 30 liter is like, what if I want this as a one bag carry system? And so in that situation, I'm gonna need to bring some clothes. And these aren't for long trips, but I've been on, cottaging type trips where I need to bring some gear with me, but I also have to bring some clothes. And so if, I bring some of my ex officios, a sweater, a t-shirt, and maybe other pants, let's see how this works. And so the camera always, for me, always stays. So I'm gonna have my camera. It's always in this slot here for me. I'm going to throw in another lens. So it's usually the 7-14 and the 12-40 lenses. Got the shelf up, yep, perfect. So got that. And let's say I don't bring the drone, I'm gonna bring mostly clothes. So the other setup will be, I'm literally stuffing clothes into the slots rolled up. That's the most efficient way to go. And it's not pretty, but I've done it before. Maybe I'll use this slot for kind of the undies, the socks, make sure everything's all rolled up. I really don't have anything good for dirty clothes. I just kind of stuff it in afterwards as well. And maybe there's still space for, I don't know, the Mavic and the remote. It's like at this point, it's pretty stuffed, but I can still fit my laptop in the back. I still got all these side compartments, the top compartment. Close it up and you're good. So this type of pack, this type of packing is perfect for those, 2-day trips, one night camping trip where you want to bring some clothes and get it set up. And that's how I use the 30 liter backpack. And to give you an idea, this is what it looks like on me. So this is the 30 liter backpack. This is the back. Yeah, it's a good size. Easy swing open, get access to my camera. Love my 30 liter. So the question is, how does this type of setup work with the 45 liter? All right, so we got the 45 liter back on the table. So what I wanna show you is basically how I can use the 45 liter backpack to do everything I used to do with the 30 liter. The first scenario is, okay, you're going on a 2-day trip, 3-day trip, and you're bringing mostly just tech gear. You still have a suitcase maybe, but this is gonna carry all of your precious electronics. So, you're gonna wanna carry your camera gear, of course. That's the first step. So I have everything in here already. We got lens inside, body with lens, the 40-150 long lens, Maybe I can even add another lens. This is the 42.5 Panleica, and I'm gonna close that up. Next, we'll start with the back. So the back is where you're gonna be carrying a bulk of your gear. And with the small camera cube, perfect for the Micro Four Thirds system for me, is all this other space. So you got this L space that you can fill with other things. And so if it's just tech gear, you can kind of play with it. So maybe it's the tech pouch. See, the tech pouch fits perfectly there. I might still want my drone to be accessed on the side. And where's the remote? Yeah, so maybe the remote can be here or maybe up here. And I still got space for other stuff. So I could even put more drone batteries. And yeah, let's just leave it at that for now. This is gonna move a little. So I think one of the things you have to be careful with is like, okay, how do I keep all this stable so that as you're walking, stuff doesn't move around and fall into other spaces. So you do kind of need to fill that space. One thing you need to be careful of with back carry, and stuff that you put up here that's not organized is gonna slowly fall to the bottom. And that's gonna happen. So that's just one of those things with these open backpacks, these open spaces. All right, so now let's look at the front. And with the front, I think the only thing that's interesting here is that, remember those battery compartments I had with the 30 liter? I don't have those anymore, but I think I can replace them with kind of over here. You got some pockets. These are for pens. You got this open pocket. While not perfect, as perfect as the 30 liter, I mean, honestly, it's fine. I could use a tech pouch for this stuff, or maybe I use the field pouch, but that could be a good spot for it. I got a lot of miscellaneous things, business cards, cloth, chapstick could work over here. And I'm gonna close that up. For those that do have the field pouch, you can bring it in, it's perfect. Like the width is almost like custom tailored to this bag. So maybe I still want access to all this stuff because I'm bringing all this gear. I'm gonna put that at the bottom, and I want it in the front because it's just easier to access in the front. And then I got other gear like, oh, maybe I got this Instax camera, the Rode microphone for the vlogging that I do. I still want it easily accessible up here. Or if I want it even up here, I can do that as well. And that would make it quick to access from the top. And you know, you got a point and shoot. You can bring a point and shoot if you want. So a lot of options. And at the end of the day, that's it. This is everything that I would have brought in my 30 liter, and there's room to spare. So putting this guy on, I'll show you kind of what this looks. And it really doesn't look that much bigger than what I had with the 30 liter everyday backpack. Just a quick look at what that looks like. I haven't put the tripods on. I'll do that in the next example. But that's it. So I think the second scenario that's interesting is then, okay, you're going on a 2 to 3 day camping trip. You gotta bring some clothes with you. And you saw with the 30 liter that I was kind of forcing it. I was using those dividers in a way it probably wasn't designed for, but I was just rolling my clothes and stuffing them inside. The beauty of this, the 45 liter, is that I don't really need to do that. I can leverage basically organizing the packing cubes and leverage all that open space in the back. So let's do that. And so what I've done, once I open this, is I packed out this medium packing cube right here with the same clothes that I had in the other example. Now I could probably use a small packing cube for this particular scenario, but I don't have one. It would pretty much be in half, and that's kind of how I would use it. Now, one thing I just wanted to bring up with the medium packing cube is that you do run into weird scenarios like this. So in terms of open space, this is what you got. It's like an awkward L. This is supposed to take up 2 spaces, 2 slots, but I can't really do that because this thing's in here. So I either got to put it here or I got to put it here. The small packing cube would be best suited for this, but I'm just going to fold it up and kind of pretend but medium packing cube is just right for that. And I could probably put some more clothes, but this is probably where I want to keep it. And I still got all this space at the top. This being a trip that has clothes and I want, you know, the kind of one bag carry, gonna need the wash pouch as well. So wash pouch is here, tech pouch. And you'll notice that things start getting kind of tight. So wash pouch is bigger. It's not that full though, so I can kind of compress it down. And maybe I still want drone, but man, it's getting pretty tight. Drone is not gonna fit. So maybe I put some of this other stuff in here just to fill the space. Mavic Pro remote, extra battery for the Mavic, and then I gotta deal with this guy elsewhere. So close it up. Laptop's already in the back as well, if I didn't mention that earlier. Okay, so I got the back closed up. And where did I put all this other stuff? So I got all this clothes. I got the wash pouch in there. Now I gotta put the drone, I guess, maybe here at the bottom. And the beauty of this bag is that I totally could. I could do this and still be able to close it. It's a tight squeeze, but it's doable. Drone is out here and it's a bit bulgy. And if I want to give it some breathing room, open up the expansion so it's now up to 45 liters. And here's a look at what that looks like. So this is the 45 liter size, fully expanded with all the clothes, wash pouch, and it doesn't look too crazy. And why don't I put the tripods in there as well. Got 2 tripods here. Ooh, this is a heavy pack, but so you got enough clothes here for about 3 days. You got all your camera gear, camera, drone, and then you're good to go. That is how I would pack the 45 liter with all of my stuff. All right, let's call it a wrap. My original intention for this video was really to show you comparison of the 20 liter to 30 liter to the 45 liter. For me, it was really about, can I use the 45 liter in place of the 20, and could I also use the travel backpack in place of the 30 liter everyday backpack? I think we've learned quite a bit in terms of what it's capable of doing. I think we've also learned that the 45 liter backpack in its own right is very versatile and can be used in a lot of different travel scenarios and situations, but it's not the all-around solution for everything. It really depends, but I think it does a fantastic job. So anyways, if you have any questions, make sure you drop a comment down below. You guys have been great in terms of asking the things that I never really thought about or I just didn't really get to. As usual, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, and like, because there's a lot more content coming your way about the entire travel line. So I'll see you guys soon. This is Will from Going Awesome Places signing out. See you later.